Blinged out, baby. Oh shit. About to fall off my fucking chair.
Yo,
What up, gang? Seen that? That's funny.
I barely missed that, bro.
Ah, feels bad.
Dang. But that give me a I'm stacking up that evidence, man. I could have got a freaking fallen clip, have that next to the AI. I still have that, bro. I still got that
Yo!
screenshot, dude.
I keep forgetting about that, bro. I
That
keep forgetting about
Cat
that.
Williams looking, bro. Like
Yo, that
the year of
shit's
truth.
crazy, dog. That shit is crazy, dog. Yo, that's too
Goaded.
funny, bro. How's your day been, bro?
Man, how do I explain this, bro? It's like I'm glitching, dude. I'm like the healthy me in the morning is like, oh yeah. And then he's like, with like the other identity, hey bro, you want the sticks? So I gotta just have
Yo.
more structure so that sticks don't get switched. One controller and one set of hands.
That's funny, bro. No, that's real, dog. I feel that. I know. I'm actually. I'm trying to get on that myself. Like, put in more structure to my day. Because, like, as much as, of course, I know I love like my spontaneity, and I don't like feeling too restricted. I do like I can't bullshit myself. I'm like, yeah, nah. There's definitely like there's
It's
definitely
like
some structure requirements here. Like, I definitely need to have like some more, like, just yeah. I need to have some more like intention put into my day. I'd say that's
yeah,
definitely something I was missing.
the way I see it is like still that hunter's mindset, but like
Yeah,
always on the move type deal. Like constantly step into the
yeah.
next thing because you can get leisurely with it, I've noticed. Not like you
I
specifically,
agree.
but like me.
Nah, nah. I definitely agree with that, especially over the last few days. Like, I'll say that for me, I'll say that like a solid 30% of my like not of mine like chilling the past like week has been cope. I'm
Ooh,
not gonna lie. I've definitely needed a lot of the rest that I've taken. But
yeah.
I'd be bullshitting if I'd say it was all like, oh yeah, I need those nuts. Cap.
uh
Um, but so I kind of wanted, I kind of put that out, into the world. I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And today Hamza dropped his video on his advanced channel, and it was like a 20-minute tactic that will blah 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 your productivity. And I was just like, oh yeah, Hamza dropped, so I'm just gonna watch it.
hmm
um, and he was talking about like like basically just like a checklist, and it's kind of something that he's already
Oh,
talked about, of course.
yeah.
But like having it in your notes and then like specifically like having the actual like check box on it as well. But then also getting like super specific with what you're actually doing as well. So it's like be super intentional about it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's, make this work for me. You know what I mean? So that's
hmm
what I did. So I pulled it up on my notes here. We got these things. So I
Nice,
did it
nice.
today. So I don't know if I've checked all these. It might be slow for like a writing. Okay. Might do it. I don't know. Might just go to bed after this. I'm not really gonna trip. I'm not really tripping about it. But basically, I have like 5 categories here. So there's daily checks. That's what the title's called. The categories are mystic, sage, artist, athlete, and student. So for mystic, that's like spiritual practices. I have a 5-minute meditation. I've been lacking on meditation recently, but I won't lie. I feel like when I was meditating before, the challenge was too low, and that kind of led to me
Oh,
falling
the
off.
two
At the
minutes?
same time, yeah. I mean, when I finished, I was going up by 15 seconds every day, and I
Right.
liked that.
I heard that.
By the time I finished, I was about like 3 minutes. I won't lie. I think the environment shift also just threw me off because like I had to start meditating downstairs, and
Ah,
when I
right.
started up here, like I have I'll show you real
Your
quick.
pillow
So
and stuff.
yeah, bro. I have a little meditation pillow,
Hell yeah.
Deadpool pillow.
Deadpool. Hell yeah.
So I can actually like sit on the floor and like it's a vibe, bro. And I have like my timer. I have like dedicated, for like my meditation. It's just it's a
hmm
whole, like it's a whole vibe for it, and it I actually just felt like
like
it
on one of
allowed
my
me to
days,
really get
bro,
into it. You know what I mean,
for
bro?
tasks and stuff,
So it's
which I
like,
need
all
to
right,
do
bet.
more. But
I'm actually
yeah,
about to I have like two timers. I have that one like you have, and then I have another one like this. I'm actually about to swap to using this one for my meditation. Because the other one is good, but I actually want to be able to use that one because I like its flexibility, and I
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that this one. Um, like when I'm meditating, it's cool that I can change it so quickly, but like it might like at any moment, like any swift movement can like change the clock, and that's just it's just so
Oh, for
annoying. You
real?
know what I mean? And
Dang.
it can
Yeah.
happen. Not like any swift,
Hmm.
like, but like, you know what I mean? Without real intention. And if I'm just trying to be like, I'm only trying to go up 15 seconds, you know, in terms of just practicality and like keeping it easy for me. And then
Right,
also
right.
keeping the better one available for other things. It makes more sense to use this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes
So I'm
sense.
gonna stop to use this one for my meditation, but in terms of like that, like cultivating the practical physical things, but I've really found that as much as much as having these things like as much as having mental intention is great, bro, having physical reminders is just so OP, bro. And it's like if you can have them, why would you not? You know what I mean? It's like it really just doesn't make
Habit
sense in my
stacking,
opinion.
environment,
Because the
leveraging
thing is,
environment.
it's like here's the thing, right? You are composed of two natures, right? The God nature and the man nature. And man operates on the five senses, right? The body, the physical, it
Right.
operates off the five
Physical plane.
senses, right? Exactly. Exactly. Right. And so, you can have, your God nature operating in the mental plane and you can do that. But, it's like at the end of the day, you still have to work and do things in the physical plane. And so it's like, why not just leverage the physical plane as much as you can? You know what I mean? And so if that means that you have things in, reminders that put things into your awareness and bring things back into your mentality, it's like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
why not do that? Especially if you're someone who, like me, is like, honestly, I do get out of sight, out of mind. Like if I see something, it will remind me of it. You know what I mean? And if I don't, I might really just like it's just
It really is
that's
like
how it
that.
is. And so it's like you just got to be honest with yourself, and that's cool. It's like that's why I feel like having honestly, um, I mean, I talk about this all the time. I love the yin yang ring. That's great in terms of like my spiritual practice. That my accessories are great for kind of just that like always being diligent in my expression and staying true in my authenticity. And I
Bracelets
feel
came
like
in.
that's
Hell
like
yeah.
something core I'm like staying grounded in. Like, the things that I have up on my walls that remind me of like, certain messages that I like or just certain aspects of like my creativity that I want to cultivate. I have
Hmm.
my whiteboards. That one over there will have like reminders or things that I'm learning. Have this one up. Sometimes this thing will just have, things I want to like download into my brain. If through notes, you know what I mean? Like right now, like this was from yesterday, and I haven't erased this yet because I kind of just want to have this up as much as possible until I feel like
Yeah,
I
I had
want to
a
use this
glance at
again.
that on Substack. And I saw
Yeah, bro.
your first poem. It was a solid
Oh,
first poem,
forever,
dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro. I
Plushness,
fucking love
plushness in them
writing that,
jeans.
bro. I could feel the plushness of her entire body through her jeans, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Like you don't even know, like the I talked about this actually in the full Divine Feminine lecture because it was like, bro, this is exclusive, so only real ones are gonna even hear about this. Because I don't really like talking about like her just in public and on YouTube.
Yeah, right, right, right.
I don't really mind it honestly. But when it comes to like our full story and like getting like, I don't really mind not being PG-13, but
Mhm.
um, when it came to like talking more about that and kind of like the inspiration, like I mean, I'll just fucking say her name. I don't think I've told you her name, Andrea. That was, the
Hmm.
catalyst. That was the heartbreaker. That was the college girl.
Oh, Sledgehammer
But
girl.
that was like that poem was inspired by like a moment. And it was the first time like she chilled in my dorm room, and we were listening to a song called "Mine" by Bazzi. And there's this line in it where it says, "Feels like forever, even if forever's tonight." And in that like during that moment of the song, right, we're laying there and
Hmm.
she's just entire like she's right, we're just laying there, right, and her entire body's on top of mine. In that moment, it really did feel like eternity. Honestly, like I felt like that moment was forever. but then that forever was gone just like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Mm.
It's really crazy how vivid like that like I can't see it clearly, but I can feel it so clearly.
Ooh, right. The experience, like, I guess,
I can still see it fairly clearly, but the
yeah.
feeling is more vivid than the sight.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, the feeling is more vivid than the sight. Hold on, it's a big. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I was super proud of that poem though. I was actually super in my head about it, about like posting it. 'Cause I was like, oh
That's a
man,
good rep
what are they
then.
gonna say? I posted my second one. It's called Cosmic Harmony. I was not about love. It's about spirituality.
Right, right, right.
I love that one too though. This that one's really short. Mm-mm.
What candle
Yeah,
is that?
might as well read it real quick, right?
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah.
called Tree Farm.
It's called
It's
Tree
from
Farm?
yeah, it's from Bath and Body Works. It's a mix of crisp pineapple, warm cider, and spiced apple. I mean,
That sounds fire.
this
Pine.
shit is
Yeah.
gas, bro.
Yeah, that sounds
I went to
that's
Bath and
ready
Body
for
Works yesterday
plus
or
it's
2 days ago,
colder. Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
bro. Like, because I was thinking about this in terms of like cultivating a reading ritual. And I was like, bro, this is
Ooh.
perfect for that, dude, because this really cultivates that environment. It's the physical, it's it's the what's this thing called? Um, I don't know. How do you describe smell? Hmm. Nice. Huh.
I'm stuck with nasal
Wait, hold up.
breath.
It's like it's on the tip of my tongue right now. Hold up. Oh my
Description
God.
of scent. What the freak?
Wait, it's like hold up. What's the
Um,
word that you use to describe like a scent in the air? It's not aura, right? It's something else. It's like
odor. Odor, but
odor.
like odor is like
Hmm.
negative connotation, but
Hmm.
like
Sense.
crap.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's another word that I'm looking for. Damn,
I
it's
know what you mean.
just
What you mean, but we can work this out, bruh. The apple cinnamon perforated in the air.
perfect. I don't even know what that means, bro. That's so funny.
Atomized.
Oh my gosh.
What the freak is it,
My
man?
ash and my wax. Wow, this is jacked up, man.
Bro, we're just gonna go in like 10 minutes later. Oh, one of us is just oh.
Nah, for real. Nah, yeah, it's not nasal. It's not
Maybe you're gonna wake up in
nasal,
the middle of the night.
audible.
Oh, and then you're gonna see it along with Alex Hermosi Ghost.
Honestly, I'm about to just fucking go to like Google or some shit. Smell. Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
The freak.
It's not helping.
Oh gosh, what did I do?
Aroma! That!
That's
Aroma!
such a simple word.
Motherfucker! Oh, you son of a bitch.
Dang.
That was definitely the word I was looking for, but I don't know if you can use aroma as an adjective. I don't think there's like an adjective way, but anyways, the aroma that you can associate, right? The visual and the oh
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
aromical. That means he's not
Aromical?
cooking. That means he's not cooking. I just made
Aromical?
that up. I just made that
I
up.
know. I don't know if aromical sounds right, my boy.
Nah, I don't like that either, but I was just trying, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what else to do. Anyways, it's cool.
I
It's cool.
romantically aromatized my reading habit.
I also, over, have like another desk in the corner, and I have
Oh,
books over
okay.
there. So I have like my Kindle over there. I have the Data Ching over there. and I have like
Yo,
a novel I'm keeping of over there,
I'm
and
like,
that's good because like those are the books that like I want to keep top of mind, and like I have like those there constant.
yeah, I'm considering like having my chair and kind of just like leaning on my bed like this. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
that's real, bro. When I be
Something
getting
like
right like
this.
this, dog,
Because
it gets real like this, bro. This magic. You know what I
exactly
mean?
that
I be
recliner
lit,
type.
bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I be chilling, dog.
Old
What
man,
you talking
bro,
about?
85-year-old self type. Yeah.
I mean, just like perched up,
Man of wisdom,
talking
bro.
about what you
Downloading.
talking about. Got what, bro? Got the Cabalion right here. What you talking
Download
about,
in
boy?
progress. Candles lit, download in progress.
Bro, talking about. Oh, did you say Proverbs at first? You said Proverbs at first, right?
No, no, no.
Oh, you
Wait,
just said
downloading that.
progress.
Yeah,
I thought you said
progress. Yeah.
downloading Proverbs. But, anyways, let's talk about Proverbs.
Let's
So,
get it.
today I decided that I wanted to use my second channel purely for like spirituality. And the thought actually came from actually let me get to the second part of the daily checks real quick. So I'll just finish Mystic real quick. So I have like my 5 minute meditation. Every meditation I end with a gratitude prayer. And then
Mm-hmm.
I also want to have like 5 minutes in nature. I like to accompany with that.
Dope.
Um, and then my second one is sage, right? So that's like philosophy, right? And so for that, I want to more than anything, I want to cultivate a practice of like like reading from like spiritual texts every day. I mean, just because
Right.
like these things are like so foundational to my life, to what I like teach other people, to what like just compels to me as like a student of life. What I feel
Yeah.
like, I mean, I've recently just also realized that I kind of like cultivate my devotion to the divine through like wisdom and through understanding. And so like seeking knowledge and like teaching that as well is like a way I show my love and I show my appreciation for God. And I was like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do then. I mean, I'm gonna focus this like on this channel. And what I'm gonna do is basically I have my books that I'm focusing on. So right now I have the Data Chain, the Corpus Hermeticum, which is basically like a
Corpus.
Hermeticism book.
Yeah, first time I heard this. Yeah. The
This
divine.
is like attributed to Hermes himself.
Oh, Hermes, you said?
Hermes.
Hermes.
Hermeticism is
Oh.
Hermes's philosophy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hermes Trismegistus. Hermes being, you know, Hermes is believed to be incarnated as like many figures throughout time. The
Hmm.
Greek god Hermes, the Egyptian god Thoth, even prior in the Bible, Enoch. Enoch's very
Oh,
not very known in the Bible, but he has other texts, the books of Enoch. Those are
right.
very like mystical texts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very like renowned in like Jewish mysticism. Um, Enoch, Odin, um, but there are many
Right.
reincarnations of this figure Hermes. And basically, actually, I'll read it to you from Cabalion. In the intro, I was talking about Hermes. Actually, wait, I need to keep this page. Let me keep that pencil there. Yo, get out of here. Oh, got my phone near my testicular area. There. Anyways, so where should I start this from? Yeah, I'll just do this. There's no portion of the occult teachings possessed by the world which have been so closely guarded as the fragments of the Hermetic teachings which have come down to us over the tens of centuries which have elapsed since the lifetime of its great founder, Hermes Trismegistus, the scribe of the gods, who dwelt in old Egypt in the days when the present race of men was in its infancy, contemporary with Abraham, and if the legends be true, an instructor of the venerable sage. Hermes was and is the great central sun of occultism. Actually, let me finish this. Whose rays have served to illuminate the countless teachings which have been promulgated since his time. Anyways. So, Hermes is kind of him.
Yeah. Sounds
Right?
like it. He's one of them
Uh,
ones.
basically Hermes Trismegistus means the thrice greatest, and they called him the thrice greatest because he was the greatest of
Rice.
all philosophers, the greatest of all priests, and the greatest of all kings. So
Renaissance
pretty high
man.
regard. Pretty high regard.
Yeah.
um, but basically, um, yeah, the Corpus Hermeticum is basically the culmination of Hermetic texts that have survived since that time. It's
Hmm.
said to be put together around first to third century.
Wow. That's dope.
That's when it was put together. The writings are
Ah,
much much older.
ah.
So yeah, I'm doing the Tao Te Ching, the Tao Te Ching, which is the Taoism text, Corpus Hermeticum, and the Law of One, which I don't own physically, but you could. There's basically like I can listen to the entire thing on YouTube, and it's like broken up into sessions. So basically on my checklist, I have read one page of the Tao Te Ching every day, one page of the Corpus Hermeticum, and listen to one Law of One session. So it's just like just check
Mm.
these boxes. I mean, and it's like I do that every day over the next um like few months. Data chain is going to be finished. Corpus Medicum is going to be finished. Law of One's going to take 6 months, so I'm not worried about that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's staying there for a minute.
um, but I have like these. I have Law of One. I also have Course in Miracles, which are two texts which are going to take like much longer. Like those are like 6+ months to like a year long endeavors, which I'm like totally cool
Hmm.
with. Which means like this is why I want to cultivate this practice of like committing to like learning a little bit every day because I know this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. It's like I'm gonna always want to go through and revisit and relearn this material because it's like
That's dope
this stuff
momentum
is so
building.
profound. You know what I mean? It's like this stuff is like this stuff is the stuff I love. I want to learn from more. I want to teach from, and so it's like why not be better and better at it? Right? Why not revisit it over and over and over? Right? So I want to cultivate that practice more and more. And at the same time, it's like even if I don't share even if I'm not like integrating something I've learned, from this every day, I still believe that my perspective on these things that I'm reading, on these insights, on these parables, on these metaphors, whatever. I think my perspective alone is valuable enough to share and put into content. And so
Oh
I
yeah. Exposure,
um
bro.
exactly. And so it's like, okay, let's just put it on a second channel because I don't want to be way more intentional about the content I put on my main channel from now on. Um
Hmm.
but at the same time I still just love making content and it's like I want to, have a vehicle for like synthesizing if I can, and I don't really
Right.
want that to be writing all the time. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
um, and so it's like, okay, but let's have every day. Let's just make part of my like sage practice the synthesizing part, an actual like. I mean, you're not a sage if you're not a philosopher. If you're not actually helping people with it, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so it's like, let's actually do the second part, right? Um, so I have, the first part, which is the learning, right? The text, and then I also have the fourth one, which is recording one. The second channel I'm calling Metaphysics and Mysticism with JC Dubs. So record one video
Mm.
for that. And so every day I'm basically just gonna theme it around like the text. So today, it's just basically kind of be like the lesson name and then the actual like text that it's inspired from. So today's was God Has No Name, Tao Te Ching 1. If you want to know the inspiration, I'll grab it real quick. So chapter one of the Tao Te Ching is titled "What is the Tao?" The Tao that can be understood is not the eternal cosmic Tao, just as an idea that can be expressed in words is not the infinite idea. And yet this ineffable Tao is the source of all spirit and matter, expressing itself. It is the mother of all created things. Not to desire material things is to know the freedom of spirituality, and to desire them is to suffer the limitations of matter. Yet these two things, matter and spirit, so different in nature, have the same origin. This unity is the mystery of mysteries, and the gateway to spirituality.
Hmm.
So, the video I mainly talked about the first and the last part, talking about how the Tao that can be understood is not the eternal cosmic Tao. And it's kind of this like conceptualization of like, I mean, the title of the video is God Has No Name. Um, there's a book called The New Big Book of Christian Mysticism, which I also quoted in it. I don't feel like getting that, but in it, there's something in like the introduction that says, basically anything that we try to like any idea of God that we have is like ultimately like limited. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
like truly we can't fully grasp, conceptualize,
Yeah.
understand God. Truly understand the infinite, right? And so, it's kind of like and then I tied that to the last part, which says this unity is the mystery of mysteries and the gateway of spirituality. Well, I guess the last two parts. Um, these two things, matter and spirit, so different in nature, have the same origin. So I talked about how everything is spirit, right? And then kind of like polarity and how mysticism is kind of like this practice, this lifestyle of walking the middle path, right? So in Taoism, this the symbol of the yin yang. There, is the yin and the yang, and it's
Right.
kind of like the symbology of these two opposing natures, right? Which are really working together to be harmonious, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Tao Te Ching subtitle is called the Book of the Way. The way of what? The way of the middle path.
Right.
To walk in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's to not have both feet in, either one, but to have one foot in both, right? It's to,
Right.
or both foot and both feet in both, if you could do that.
I see. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 100% of both, I guess, type deal.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's like not denying either one. And not denying either nature is um yeah. Denying either nature is separation. And separation can only lead to suffering. So I kind of just broke down this like and like it's kind of like what is mysticism, right? It's like inherently it's foundationally like we don't really know what's going on, but we're gonna try to figure it out. And the thing is, it's gonna be a great time either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like inherently this path of life is about learning, it's about growth, it's about evolution, it's about discovery. I talked about like how when you're not learning and growing and evolving and you're not, actually aligning with the nature of God, which is growth, evolution, infiniteness, expansion, then you're not living life. You're not feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel that. So I kind of just wanted to have it be this like first kind of just like foundational episode of like what everything I'm going to be talking about is about. And honestly, I think a lot of it would probably go over most people's heads. Like a lot of those concepts are pretty like high up if you're not like into
Definitely.
metaphysics already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I don't really care because it's the first one, so we just got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Get it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, bro. So I'm just mad hype about where I'm gonna be going with this because I know that this is like one I can be doing it from like the text I'm reading every day, but it's like even if like I could make multiple videos a day if I want, you know what I mean? It's like even if
Mm-hmm.
on a certain day I don't feel like it, it's like okay, like this is not like gonna be something that is like a restriction or required.
Cemented. Yeah.
Exactly. Like this is purely coming from overflow, and the thing is like I want it to come. You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's gonna come. And it's like if it
Yeah.
doesn't come, it's like all right, whatever. I'm not tripping. It's like really this can only add to my life, honestly. Because I'm really not putting extra intention into it. Like it's just I'm just making these videos and I'm just uploading them. Like I'm not even gonna be doing like no edit. Like I'm doing these bitches on the phone. These chunks is getting boom, like zero edits. I'm going right from camera roll right to YouTube, bro. What you talking about? If I'm editing anything, it's editing like a second here and like on the beginning and on the end in camera in the photos. You know what I mean?
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
And
boy, I'm
yeah.
not going to cap. Nah, boy,
I
what?
remember when I
That
did that,
thing going
bruh.
right
A little
from
black fade
phone
in.
to YouTube, boy. And I'm not doing no fades. I didn't even know you could do that on phone. That's fire. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro. So what's the time I'm on? That's the time I'm on. I'm actually so hyped though because I feel like this is cool because it's just a way for me to channel. like my want to be like a philosopher. Because it's like as much as I love just like showing up and being an artist, it's like the thing like when I want to be on YouTube for like so many different reasons. Like so many different things call me to create on
Right.
YouTube, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's actually a big reason to why I'm like resonating a lot with Substack because I feel like I can actually
Yeah.
pursue more of those holistically on Substack and I can find people that resonate with that more there. And so it's like that's actually where I'm putting more of like my intention actually. It's like right now it's like I don't even have to think about YouTube. It's like okay, I just post fucking content on the channel and what? I make CTAs in the content. All right, I already do that. It's like what else do I do? It's like I like you know what I mean? Um so it's like okay, if I'm not making like vlogs or road to Renaissance, it's like if I'm not trying to improve at like being an artist, it's like I can just improve at being a value creator. You know what I mean? That's all
Right.
I can really do.
Mm-hmm.
And so all I do is just keep grinding away at that. And that's what I'm doing, which is why I have this because that's how I'm gonna show up and keep improving myself, so I can keep doing that. Right? So
Yeah.
yeah, bro, that's the time that I'm on. So I'm just hyped because it's like I feel like I'm like setting myself up for January, like in January, to be like, all right, here's what we're gonna do for the rest of the year, and then we're gonna cash out.
Mm-hmm. He's built the prophecy, dude. That's
Bro,
what he did.
bro, dude,
Gangster.
I'm going like all in on Substack, dude. There's this creator. Actually, no, let me show you. Actually, it'd be much better to show you. There's this creator. Her name is Anna, and she does like business stuff on Substack. She this is her. So whenever you go to somebody's page to subscribe to them, this is what you see. And so Anna has her subscription set up where her monthly subscription. I think I saw was it a note? Let me see if I can find a note. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Uh, let me go to one. I'm sure she'll pop up if I scroll. Yeah, there we go.
Easy.
Too free. Let me see this. Yeah, this is it. After I raised my okay, there we
Oh, I
go. After I
read
raised
that.
my Substack subscription price from $13 to $97 per month, my first new subscriber emailed me saying it was the best money they'd ever spent. The next week, someone subscribed to the annual plan and called it a steal. When your content speaks to the right people, they don't just pay, they value every word. Raise your rates, your audience will rise with you. Right, and I saw that and I was like, yo, I feel like this is fucking facts. Especially because I felt like so resonant in the fact that I genuinely know that I'm finding my people on Substack. It's like, bro, like Jake,
Mm-hmm.
I fucking today is day 23 on Substack. Bro, look at my
Dang.
subs. Look at my subs, bro.
Oh boy. Oh
Look at
boy.
this.
He's gonna
Look at
flex on me
this.
again.
I'm flexing, bro. I'm flexing.
Sheesh.
Bro, I'm averaging a sub a day. Like what? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's
Let's
like
go.
I know I'm finding my people. I know I'm like at the end of the year, I don't even know how crazy this shit's gonna be. And so it's like, why not just keep going all in on here? Why not have the ability for like my people to just like pay me here? It's like I might as well. Like they have
Yeah,
all the
there's
shit.
no like
And so I've seen this,
it's
right?
already like your ideal
Exactly.
people. There's no
Exactly.
extraction from a large audience. There's no extraction. It's direct.
It's like, bro, this is so amazing. And so I see this, I'm like, wait, 13 to 97. So I'm like, wait, this is like a membership. And so I go to Honest Thing to check out like what her thing is. I'm like, monthly masterminds, live Q&A, monthly growth challenges, access to $2,500 worth of resources. I'm like, this is a fucking membership, bro. I'm like, wait, hold up. Honest kind of cooking. And then I look at her annual. I'm like, wait, hold up. She's running a discount right now. Okay, cool. Her annual is $137 per year compared to $97 per month. And so I
What an
see that,
offer. So enticing.
I'm like, wait, and to like someone that is like not really into business, they might see that and be like, wait, that's stupid. It's like you're making like no money off the annual. Why would you do that compared to the monthly? It's like you have to not think about the money and think about the commitment. Think about the fact that somebody is committing to getting your content and doing being in your community for a year. And the thing is, it's like it's not like $100. It's like nothing. You know what I mean? And so it's like if somebody puts that in, it's like over a year, even if they're not there all the time, over the span of a year, they will tap into that. It's like $100 for a month or $100 for a year. And I was thinking about it like that, and I was like, in terms of
Oh,
like
I
lead
see.
nurture, in terms of trying to build a community, in terms of trying to like start small with like I'm kind of I have this like vision of like 13 people where I have like 120-ish people on my newsletter. I'm like, okay, let's get like 10% of that, get them into like the initial, model, right? The paid
Yeah, yeah,
subscription.
yeah.
Those would be like my disciples, right? The 13 disciples. And then I have like
Oh,
from there I
disciples
can
is
get
so
like the
funny.
one, get like the one like 1-to-one for real who's like really committed, and that's gonna be
Right,
like
right.
that's my whale, right? That's like an entrepreneur term, the whale, the person who really fucks with you and like they gives you the money, right? Cool. So that was like the vision, right? And so I'm like, okay, hold up. From like a disciple perspective, it's like it makes no sense to have something where it's like a month versus annual because over a year I can do way more work with people. It's like even if they're not tapped in that whole year, it's more likely they're going to be tapped in 2, 3, 6 months out of the year than if they just paid for 1 month. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, hold up. Anna's kind of cooking here. I think I'm about to cook myself. And then I
Hmm.
go in and see her growth master. I'm like, wait, hold up. Right, so this is $900 per year, right? This is how much this costs. So this is like, I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. So I'm like, this is like a 1-to-one kind of deal, right? And this is like the
Yo,
final
the
bonus
fact
that
that you have
growth
to
master people.
type it in is these little like small things, they add up. Like offer wise and commitment, like the
Exactly, bro.
like what is psychologically going on in their head? What if they were to press select?
Exactly, bro. It's like 4 times quarterly strategy calls with me, right? So it's like, okay, calls. I'm like, wait, that's literally what I do. I'm like, so hold up, I can just offer coaching like right here. I could just do that right here. I'm like, if the people will pay for the content, that means they're paying for me. If they're gonna pay for me, why would they not pay for me directly instead? Certain the right people would do that. And so I'm like, well,
Hmm.
duh, why would I just do that right on Substack?
You got
It's
a
an
couple
option.
classrooms, man.
I'm like, okay, hold up. We're kind of cooking right now. So here's what I came up with.
So
Here's
this
what I
is the
came up
back
with.
end stuff you were mentioning, right?
This is the back end stuff. This is the back end stuff. And then
Yeah.
like also kind of like doing some like rearranging stuff with like the second channel and then like making sure everything was like harmonized in terms of
Uh,
the new stuff I was doing with the Substack and then the
I
channels.
like the idea of harmonized now. Nothing's lacking.
Harmonize.
100% in both, in everything.
Exactly. Yeah, you like that, right?
Yeah,
That was
because
a good
like
one. Both feed in both.
if you
Because
procrastinated,
that's really the part. That's really the magic, bro. All
yeah,
right, let me do this.
smell
I've got
synonym.
magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. All right, so here's what we got. So we have the monthly subscription, right? Which is just cool. 33 bucks. You get, your here. We'll start with the free. We'll just start up. We'll just work up, right? So free subscribers get one, just the free weekly issue every Sunday, and they also get some freebies. All right, cool. Monthly subscribers get all the posts. So Jaden's Curiosity Chronicles was originally going to be daily, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to commit to doing daily, because I just don't feel like it. And so I'm like, I'd rather just have it be like, throughout the week when I post it, that's when it comes. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah,
realistically throughout the week, I'm gonna post more than once. It'll probably be like two, three more, 4 times. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's that. You also get video content, video lectures. You also get to get you know connect with me and then other creators. So I'm gonna be hosting Sunday Q&As, and you can connect in our group chat. So that's like when you pay, you get access to the group chat. You get access to exclusive content. Awesome.
Mhm.
Monthly versus annual. Annual is a crazy steal. It's like what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, if you're a disciple, ha ha ha, right? That's the one to one. That is basically everything that you get, but it's 1-to-one. So you also get a 1 hour onboarding call when you join. And this is not like a weekly thing. It's more like it's a monthly 1-to-one. So you get a monthly 30
Oh,
minute
okay.
call, and then my phone number and my favoritism. Hee hee hee
Favoritism.
hee. So yeah, bro. In terms of like business stuff, just yeah, bro. I'm hyped. So
Yeah. This is dope, man. Bro, a guy from well, he used to be in DRM, kind of like a a partner with Smith at the time, and we had like, bro, they were like kind of like my favorite call in a sense. It was like Tuesday night, cut it up with Kiwa. It's for he does SMA. I'm not even doing SMA, right? Not even
That's
doing
funny.
econ to be honest, but but um we chopped it up a lot over there, and I don't know if I told you, but he's the dude that like went out to Dubai, and he really like got into like the subconscious part of things, and like work isn't hard, but he like subconscious level, he's made work that was it's the perspective thing, right? Now he's like doing the same inputs, 8 hours a day or well, whatever he's doing of like outreach and getting yapped at, cursed at because outreach. Oh my gosh, yeah, mm-mm. That's different.
Yo, I could
That's
not, bro.
different. That's different, especially Atlanta. Did you see the Did you see like I have two videos actually of like watching Charlie Morgan videos, and inside it's a video, it's like the pain videos, right? If you're serious, you are going to die away. You're gonna cold call. So I have two videos on my
Oh
channel. Charlie
yeah.
Morgan made me cold call.
Yeah, 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 right, right, right.
It's Atlanta, bruh. The second one was mad funny. Oh my gosh. I was
That's
like,
so funny, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm here to sell you something. Can we like continue? And bro, they literally no, no.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
pure
bro.
comedy, bro. I'm not gonna
But
lie, dog. That is
one,
so
I
funny,
mean,
bro.
I've talked to you about him before. Like he's had a lot of life experience. He like grew up in Albuquerque, a couple. Like, well, yeah. I mean, it's pretty insane to be in the back of a truck while gunshots are being fired at you, and then being in a car and a lady's on your car.
Holy, bro.
Or was he on the car? Bro, it's just wild stuff, dude. Wild stuff. Or like almost getting jumped and like, oh my, bro, running through a school, bro. Anywho, this guy preached pain, and like he was into Charlie Morgan, of course. And Charlie Morgan, and I preached it on my channel, like pain is progress type deal, super disciplined. But what is interesting is like, and you watched that, you finished that Charlie Morgan video, didn't you? That 1 hour lectured one with
The recent one?
yeah. It was like, well, I
Nah, no,
guess
no, I
now
haven't
like
finished it.
2 to 3 days ago. But
No, no.
Charlie Morgan was talking about like he doesn't really believe in he used to preach like the super discipline, like, yeah, but what he's come like his view on it now is like everyone's like it's almost like become this bias of everyone's trying to be as disciplined as everyone else, kind of like look at me type deal. And that resonated with me because like I'm trying to portray myself as disciplined on my YouTube. That's like there's notes of that in my past uploads for sure. But it's so cool, like both him and Charlie Morgan have like moved past to the holistic side of things. Like now he's just you don't have to lock yourself away in the room. He gets this Airbnb, right, with massive windows. He wants to be in the sun. He takes calls like at a coffee shop or something. Like,
For real. For real.
why not make it better? And also, like on the subconscious level, why not believe, hey, this is easy. It's work. Like this is just what I do. Instead of, oh, it's so hard. I gotta lock myself away. Dark room, dark. I'm lonely, but yeah. I'm in this struggle. I
So
love
funny.
struggling. I'm struggling. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's so funny, bro. Nah, I feel you, bro.
like,
I'm not gonna lie. Because I won't lie, Jake. Like, I
it's the
think that
more,
was something that I was definitely questioning about you. It's like,
yeah,
why do you
that
want
complex. It's a
to like
bias.
kill yourself?
Why am I still here? Just to
It's
suffer?
like, wait, hold up,
Why are you
man.
choosing this,
It's like,
Jake?
now I love working hard, but it's like there's a difference.
It's like
This
ego
ain't
type
like,
deal. Honestly, yeah, it's an ego
yeah,
type deal.
yeah, it
Look
really
at
is,
me.
honestly.
I'm working hard.
I won't lie. That's actually something recently that I found a bit in myself. in terms of one work, but also in terms of the marathon. Let me tell you.
Oh.
So I was watching like one of Hamza's videos. I think this was last week, and he was talking about how like the peaks when you hit the goal, like you get the girl, or you hit the crazy milestone in the business, or
Mm-hmm.
you do the bulk for the month, and then you immediately cut down. It's like that peak lasts for what? A second. It's gone, and then it's gone.
On to the next thing. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. And it's like, hold up. When you look
Enjoy the
back at it, it's like,
process.
was like the peak itself really what you liked? Was that really what brought you the fulfillment? Was that really the ultimate like thing that brought you satisfaction? And it's like if you're just being honest with yourself, it's just that's a flat out no. It's just no. You know what I mean? It might have brought some pleasure, it might have brought some enjoyment. You might have had a cool experience with it. That's cool, that's awesome. But realistically, it's like, was that the greatest fulfillment? No. And it won't ever be because the process is always going to be
Yeah.
the greatest fulfillment. The lifestyle, the quality of life, the day to day, right? He was like, Hamza was talking about it in terms of uh he gave a couple examples for him. One, he was talking about when he like won school games, back in February
Right.
when he pushed to get Adana school, and he fucking like doubled Adana school in 2 months.
Mm.
Um, and then it like churned out crazy in the next like
Yeah,
three or
he
four.
had like 40% or something, 38%,
Yeah,
I
he
think.
he went up from he just in like revenue, let's just say that. He went from like 100 to 200K in like 2 months,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then he
yeah.
went back down to like 100 within the next 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like you double your business in 2 months, and then you're back
Oh,
down within the next three
yeah,
to
I
four.
watched
You know
that
what I mean?
video. So such a
And so
cool
it's like,
video. I need to get more in Hamza, bro. Or get the
bro,
digestions from you, bro.
that's true. You could definitely do that. You could definitely do it, especially because like I only tell you what like the shit that actually matters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm just no, I love him this stuff, bro. I'd always recommend him, especially his advanced channel. His advanced channel right now, like that shit is fucking pure game, bro. Honestly, like you should definitely
Yeah.
check some of that stuff out. But he was talking about another thing like with his fitness and his bulking. And like for him, like this, Hamza started out super fucking scrawny, super skinny guy. Like he was like 115, I think, when he said he started lifting. Dude was 6'1", 6'2", 115 pounds, bro. Dude was
Dang,
scrawny
bro.
than a motherfucker, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
I didn't know
Yeah, man.
that.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah. Hamza's
Dang.
both crazy over the
Hamza
past
Lord,
10 years,
man.
right? So it's like over 10 years ago, getting to 200 pounds was one of his goals for fitness,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he was talking about how for most of his adult life he was 165, 170 pounds, right? And that was good for him. He loved that, right? And then recently, when he was, like towards the beginning of the kickboxing vlog, when he started, he was doing the bulk. And I swear to God, every vlog he was bitching about it. I swear to God, bro. Every vlog he was bitching
About the
about it.
kickboxing training?
Yeah, no, 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 about the bulk, about
Oh,
how he was
I
always
feel so
bloated, how
fat.
he hated it. Exactly, like he hated like how much he was eating. He just didn't feel good. You know what I mean? Like, and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Um, and he was talking about it. It was like, honestly, like, why did I even get to 200 pounds? Because as soon as I hit it, it's just like I just got back down to it. And he was like, towards the
Yeah.
end of it, I just like it's like 8 and 8 and 8. Like I wasn't even bulking correctly because I just wanted it to get it over with. I just wanted to hit the body
Oh,
weight, right? It's like the
damn.
point of the bulk wasn't to hit a body weight; it was to get bigger and to grow muscle, right? It wasn't just to be 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold up. And like when he said that, I was like, oh man, it's like, bro, like we set a
That
goal and
journey.
then in the process we lose sight of what the actual goal was. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it's like it kind of just put in perspective for me. It's like, hold up, is running a marathon really the goal? And it's like, honestly, not. As I was talking about, he's like, when I was 165 pounds, like 170 pounds, like that was great. Love that. Making 100K per month, that's awesome. Like that's my quality of life, and I just love that. I mean, it's like he was saying, like if I at the end of this month doubled my revenue for my business, 2 to 5x revenue my business, then that's a win for me. Like for the year, because it wasn't just for this month, it was that my overall business was set up for
Right.
the year and like long-term growth. It's like the lifestyle, the sustainability,
Yes.
not for the peak, for the
He's
sustainability,
learning
right?
so many lessons. It's dope. Yeah.
bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like Hamza since November, like dude's been on like another era, bro, and I've been loving it, bro. 'Cause he
Yeah.
really has been like with like this humble mindset as well, like this student mindset as
Yes.
well, bro.
Yes.
Like he's coming at it with pure
Sharing it.
humility as well, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like Hamza is like,
That's
bro,
the
I'm just
best.
fucking up, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so real, dog. It's so real, like same gang. Um, but yeah, it just kind of hit me. I was like, bro, honestly. Running a marathon is cool. That's something I want to do. I love the goal. I love the constraint. I love the challenge. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like that's not really the point. The point is to be an endurance runner. The point is to
Yes,
be
it's the
an
identity.
athlete.
It's part of my life. It's
You know what I
not
mean?
like
If the point
restricted to
is
the goal.
to exactly, the point is to be healthy. You know what I mean? The point is to
Yeah.
exercise every day. The point is to get that runner's high that I actually love. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
like that's the point. It's not, to run a marathon. I mean, that's cool. And that can be a challenge that can help me develop, that can help me grow. It can
That's
be an
like
intense period that can help me focus and cultivate skills. It can be a great vehicle.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
doesn't have to be the sole focus, right? And I don't have to be so limited to it. And so, like, originally my goal was to run it for quarter two. I didn't want to do quarter one because that was just not enough time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then quarter two,
And
I
it's
was thinking,
cold,
but
bruh.
I was like quarter two, sure. Quarter two, I was like, honestly, it might just be hot, like during the summer. And I was like, fuck, that kind of sucks. But then I was kind of in this like egotistical paradigm of like, oh, I'm not gonna run a marathon, so I'm gonna do quarter two. You know what I mean? But then, when I heard this, I was like, shut up, Jaden. So I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna do quarter three, bro. And it's like it's gonna be lit. And it's like that's actually gonna be way better because I have more time to train. That allows me to actually cultivate this and have more fun with the process. It also allows me to run the marathon in a more ideal weather period. It's like,
Yeah,
bro, this
yeah.
just makes more sense. It's like just drop your ego because it doesn't matter and do what actually aligns with the quality of your life that you want.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna be in New York Q3?
Nah. Nah,
Oh.
I'm most likely gonna stay in Georgia this year.
Oh, okay.
Like especially like with the marathon prep. If I want to
Uh
run it here, like I want to just like if I'm gonna be an like honestly, especially because I'm also like on this like Substack mentality and like with my Planet Fitness job. Right now, I'm kind of
right.
on this like foundation like root setting in Georgia for like a year mentality, and so I kind of just want to cultivate that until like December, and then I want to start figuring out what I'm gonna do for 2026 around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool, man.
Yes, or
Speaking of,
honestly though, I don't know for New York. I think New York might get pushed like a year or two. I think I'm gonna go on the travel arc first.
okay. Yeah. What do you have in mind? Bro, I'm trying.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, of course, like Southeast Asia, um, Latin America, Europe. Um, but
Philippines is
I'm
gonna
like definitely like I'm actually extremely um I want to be extremely intentional about visiting places where I can study esoteric traditions as well.
ooh, the culture. Yeah.
So like, yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like you like if I could study with like like yogis, that'd be sick. Like honestly. Or
Yeah, yeah.
like if I could study with um like I'm really interested in
Oh
Kabbalah
my
actually.
gosh, imagine the vlogs. Freaking Yogi JC Dubs. Oh my gosh.
Nah, I don't know if I'd vlog that actually. If like if that was a time where I like actually be committed to like that like part of my journey, I'd probably go. I'd probably do something where I might go all in on like writing
Mm.
because like
Oh
I
my
want to like
gosh.
have it as
Yeah,
low
imagine
technically
like,
as possible. You know what I mean?
yo, that's so cool. Okay. Like, you have like your training or like learning, like discipleship in like the daytime, and then some like nighttime Doctor Strange. You're in your little room with your candle and you writing, bro, or reading.
Yeah, bro.
That
Facts.
ritual, that
Yeah, bro.
sounds
That sounds
cool.
like a vibe.
I need to
Yeah,
rewatch that movie.
100%.
It's been too
Yeah,
long.
Doctor Strange is a banger, dude.
I love that movie.
Bro, you know what I actually just started doing? I I'm gonna rewatch I just started rewatching Star Wars.
Oh,
So I actually I only watched Star Wars the first time in like 2020 or 2021 when Disney Plus came out.
hmm.
Um, and I just, I mean, like, I was always a fan of like the culture and the idea. And my grandfather like was into Star Wars. My stepmom's into Star Wars.
Yeah.
Um, but then when I actually like saw them myself, I like immediately fell in love with it. And then a few months ago, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago, I heard Aaron talking about Star Wars in like through the like Law of One lens and how the Jedi are the positive polarity and the Sith are the negative polarity.
Whoa.
And I was like, holy shit,
That's
this is literally so fucking true.
yeah.
And and then I started thinking,
Man,
I'm like, bro, the Force is like the will of God. It's like
dang.
I was just like, that kind of just hit. And so, I don't remember exactly how it got triggered today, but I was like, bro, it's over. I'm about to rewatch all Star Wars. And so this morning, well, today I've been watching like the Phantom Menace, the first one, which like not like A New Hope, but Episode 1, which is like the first one for like Anakin's story, like the prequel
Yep.
trilogy. Um, and bro, I'm like, holy fuck, dude, this is so crazy, dude. It's like, um, one like the like Palpatine as like the embodiment of the negative polarity. The negative polarity is extremely cunning, it's extremely conniving, it's extremely like slick and the thing is it's very attractive as well. It's very the negative polarity isn't like the typical like demon figure. It's like, like a red guy with two horns and shit. And it's kind of like, like the devil, right? And it's like that it's like a fearful figure, right? But the law of one says that the negative polarity isn't actually something that you'd be like turned off or disgusted by, but it's something that you'd be intrigued or
Enticing.
attracted to. Exactly. Because that's how it draws you in. The thing is, in the universe, free will is kind of like a currency. Free will is kind of like one of the axis points. It's kind of like the main axis point that the law of one kind of spins around. The law of one says, the law of one is the law of oneness, the law of, that we're all one, that we're all one being, and that anything that you do to others must come back to you, right? It's kind of like, karma is inherently built into the law of one. And so the law of one is kind of like the law of do no harm because love is inherently allowing, it's accepting, it's freeing, right? And so love allows you your free will, right? It allows you to be what you want to be, it allows you to do what you want to do, right? And so the positive polarity accepts free will, it respects free will. The negative polarity does not. And so basically, the positive polarity is the service to others path. And the service to others path kind of has this like win-win mentality of like collaboration where we're both up by me helping you. It's like by my
Yeah.
giving to you, you receive, but I also receive something.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
we're
yeah.
both winning from the situation,
Hmm.
right? And so like from that perspective, it's like this mutual gain where um by Uh, me, hmm, it's like I kind of give of myself to help you, right? Basically,
Hmm.
the negative polarity basically wants to take from others to give to itself.
I
So the
see.
negative polarity
So
views
so so
things in
it's
a
it's service and it's like parasitical.
so there's service to self. I mean, there's service to others, which is the positive polarity,
Yes,
which is this
yes.
like win-win, giving and receiving, this healthy paradigm. And then there's the service to self path, the negative polarity.
I
And the
see.
service to self path serves the self by taking away from others. Right. And so it's like you can't, see like the service to the self path and say, oh wait, does that mean I can't like do things for myself? It's like, no, that's not what it means. You have to take care of yourself, you have to love yourself, you have to do things for yourself. Of course, those are absolutely um, critical parts of life. It's saying that when you serve yourself, it should not be at the cost of someone else's free will. You
Ooh.
should not be doing harm to others at, for your own service. That is what the positive versus negative polarity say. And so if you do something that infringes upon somebody else's free will, whatever it is, you hurt somebody, you abuse them, whatever. That is infringement upon their free will, right? Manipulation as well, and that is how you gain negative charge, right? For the negative polarity, and vice versa. If you serve others, if you give of yourself, if you help other people, you gain positive charge. And so basically, if you're viewing it from this like um uh damn, what was the fucking seed? Ah, free will. Okay. Um, if you're looking at it from this like free will perspective, then the positive polarity, the path of love, accepts free will and it respects free will and it allows free will. It allows you to do what you want. The negative polarity says, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to get what I want. And so basically, if you are not accepting of free will, if you are doing anything that is in misalignment, if you're manipulating somebody, right, then you are inherently infringing upon their free will. But the thing is, like, the thing about the negative polarity, right? This is why I've kind of went on this whole tangent talking about Star Wars, because Palpatine is like the embodiment of manipulation, of conniving, of like the snake. Um, thing I don't remember where this is at. This might be in the Bible, but Jesus talked about having the heart of a dove and the wisdom of a snake. You
Hmm.
have to be as cunning as a serpent, but you have to have a heart full of purity. You know what I mean? A heart full of love. You have to know what the negative polarity can do. You have to understand their tricks so you can battle them, right? So you can see, and dodge dodge them. You know what I mean?
So
So you can, be
awareness,
like, nah,
both
exactly.
awareness,
You have to
awareness
have
and
that discernment.
openness. Yeah.
Exactly. But you have to always hold in that love, always hold in that presence and stay accepting, right? And so it's like, um seeing Palpatine as he was manipulating as he was kind of like playing in the background in the first movie as he was setting up kind of like he was this voice for Padme to get her to like make a move to like start basically his indoctrination to become like the head of the Senate. He wasn't the head of the Senate at the time. So he got Padme as like the queen of his planet
Hmm.
and someone who's very powerful and has influence in the
Yes.
Republic to make a move to make that happen. And because other people were also not fucking with the current head of the Senate, that was able to happen. So he was making that move, but at the same time, he's playing the other side because he wants that move to happen so he can step in and make the power. Not
Yeah.
from just the Senate's perspective, though, but also from the Sith perspective. He's also getting people who are in the Republic to infiltrate and attack Naboo, which is his planet, which is who Padme are going to the Senate so they can get help for, right? And so this dude is literally
Oh.
getting his own people, right? He's manipulating his own planet,
Yeah.
his
Yeah. Yeah.
queen, so so he can take power. It's like, bro, it's pure manipulation, right? It's pure cunning, but it's deceitful and it's a master of work. You know what I mean? It's like you see that, and you just have to respect the play. It's like, damn, man, this is genius. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I need to
And it's like,
rewatch
wow,
it.
man, I just see that and it's like, oh man, what a like perfect embodiment of like the conniving, intelligence of the negative polarity, right? And
Hmm.
how deceitful and how yeah, powerful it really can be. And how you really do have to have that discernment and that wisdom for it. And then to jump to the Jedi, right? The positive polarity. I could just talk about the GOAT, Qui-Gon, man. Yo, Qui-Gon is the my God, bro. That dude is so tapped in,
He's a
bro.
G.
Like
He's
what?
a G.
Qui-Gon is literally the embodiment of tapped in, bro. Dude, hold up. Bro. So I literally had to write this down. I think this is in the first like not even 5 minutes of the movie, bro. Um, so basically Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan wanted to, or they were sent by the Jedi Council to kind of like have this negotiation because there was like something going on. There's like a trade dispute going on. That trade
Hmm.
dispute was kind of like the initial like catalyst of dispute, like the interaction that Palpatine put into place for this whole thing
Yeah.
to get
It
started.
was a spark.
Exactly. And so the Jedi go there, and when they get there, Obi-Wan, he's like, yeah, honestly, I'm not feeling right about this, right? I got a bad feeling about this one. Um, And I don't remember exactly what Obi-Wan said after that. But Qui-Gon basically, let me see real quick. Where the fuck is it? Where did I write this out? Oh wait, you know what? It's not here. It's in this one. Wait, no, I didn't write it from here. Did I not write it? No, I could have sworn I did. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, Obi-Wan said something about like being anxious about what was going on in the future, right? And Qui-Gon basically said something about staying in the present. And so Obi, he responds with,
Ooh.
but Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future. Qui-Gon responds with, but not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan. And I was like,
Yo, the
holy
Force? The
fuck, bro.
Force? I see
I'm
what you
like,
mean by
dude,
like the
bro.
full
It's like,
encapsulation of like the will of God is the Force. Holy
exactly,
crap.
bro.
Holy
It's like,
crap.
I'm like, bro, that's like a
Man, that
non-duality
movie
teaching right
boring,
there.
bruh.
Bro,
Wrote
I swear to
this.
God, Qui-Gon literally says, I don't remember exactly. Dang. But he said it to Anakin before like one of his pilot races, like before like an interaction was about to go down. And he said, like, remember, your focus determines your reality, or something like that. I was like, this is
Oh,
clear meta. This is I'm like, bro, George Lucas was on some,
wisdom.
bro. I'm like, this dude was tapped in, bro. This dude was tapped in. So I'm like, nah, bro. I was so cool because it's like when I when I first kind of got that spark from Aaron, and I was thinking about it. It's like, dude, Darth Vader truly is like Anakin Skywalker. Truly is the like embodiment of the absence of love. That is what the negative polarity is. It is the absence of God. The law of one um says that the positive polarity is the path of that which is. It reflects all that the creator is. And but the negative polarity is the path of that which is not. Because it is the projected polarity. It is the mirror that the creator looks, to reflect upon itself so it can understand itself better, so it can experience and know and love itself. And the negative polarity, you walk the path of darkness by walking in absence. And that is the absence of what? The absence of love. And it's like you see Anakin Skywalker, and he grew up as a slave on Tatooine with his mom. And although he had a hard life and he struggled, the kid was so tapped into the Force. He was so embodied in love. He had faith. He had hope that he could be something, that he could build something, that he could, do more with himself. And he was such a talented kid. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, and then what happens? Eventually, the Jedi find him. He meets Padme, and then he starts becoming. He starts training. Before he even starts training, right before when Qui Gon brings him upon the Jedi Council, so they can see if they should start training him. They, originally say that they won't train Anakin because there's fear in him, a lot of fear in him.
Oh,
And
I remember
fears the
that line.
path
I
of
remember the
darkness.
line. I think it's Yoda. Fear
Yes,
turns to bitterness and yeah, whatever.
yeah, it's like
Yo,
fear
that's
leads to
insane.
anger leads to hate, whatever. But there's the path of darkness, fear,
Yes.
hate, judgment, separation. Right? That is the negative polarity. Absence of love, absence of unity, of oneness. And you see that Anakin only started walking the path of darkness because of love. He began getting manipulated by Palpatine because Palpatine told him that, hey, I can help you save Padme if you come join me. His
It was his
love,
fear. He went.
the mother of his children, was gonna die. She was gonna die. It was a wrap. It was prophesized. Like it was literally prophesized. It was you're cooked. You're cooked now.
Damn. I don't want that
So
prophecy.
Anakin was he was terrified, right? Rightfully so. But then the whispering voice of the negative polarity
Oh,
comes in
I
his
can
ear.
help.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I can show you how to bring her back. You just gotta, you just gotta come be my disciple. You just gotta come, kill all the Jedi children for me. And so he did.
Dang. And then
And
what he
from
tried to
there,
save.
Darth Vader was born. And from there, he only strayed further and further and further down the path. Until eventually, what happened? He met his son. And he realized that he, Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, who was prophesied to restore balance to the Force, had to walk the path of darkness. He had to taste the darkness so he could return back to the light. And in that moment, he understood that the only thing he could do to restore balance to the Force was to take out the distortion in the first place, Palpatine.
Mm,
And so that's what he did. And was that Empire Strikes Back? No, that's 5. Um,
I don't have much memory of like
Return of the Jedi.
five and
The Return of the
when
Jedi. I
Luke
think it's
is
Return of the
there.
Jedi.
I'm not sure if I like
But yeah,
fully watched those. That's where my gap is in the what, nine movies? I think
yeah.
it's nine.
But yeah, it's not. But yeah, man, it's just man, Anakin Skywalker is such a fucking like beautiful depiction as a character of what these two sides of you can turn to,
Yeah.
right?
It's
And how it like the influence and the circumstance, it really just determines the moment. But at the end of the day, love is the one catalyst that everything revolves around.
mm-hmm. Dang.
Once Upon a Time is the exact same way, bro. I could kind of go into a rabbit hole on that one as well.
Ooh,
Not gonna
bro,
lie,
those
bro.
I gotta
But
wait that.
if I'll just spit off some Once Upon a Time ones real quick. Literally every single antagonist in Once Upon a Time is an antagonist because of a damaged relationship with a parent or a partner.
Dang.
Yeah,
Stories, bro.
bro. Wow. Yeah, when I was rewatching Star Wars today really had me in this like, oh yeah, it's over. I like I I'm so excited to like craft fiction work, but I like pour philosophy, philosophical truths and spiritual insights
It's a
into it.
watering
You
hole.
know what I mean? Exactly, exactly.
But the thing is, that watering hole is a full on like reflection, you know?
hmm
Star Wars is boring, bro. Dang.
Bro, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, 20 minutes in, I was like, I need to meet George Lucas. I need to meet this man. This dude is tapped in. He knows something. I feel like more than anything, I want to study fiction creators who can really like put philosophy into their work. Like
Yeah.
I actually haven't
Oh,
read
dude.
or like
Oh my
watched
gosh.
Dune, but I want to get into that.
Think about like the foresight and beauty of like, yeah, we were kids, or really like our parents. Well, it depends on the generation, I guess. But as a child, you go back when you're like 20 or whatever, and you like the author left such like nuggets of wisdom. It's not just nostalgia, but like bam, it helps you like later in your life.
Yeah,
Think about
bro.
that foresight of like your art in like a story like that.
Yeah,
dang,
bro.
timeless. That's beautiful.
Literally. Yeah, bro. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. You know, it's interesting, Jake. Thinking about today. I think I was thinking about this yesterday, and then it got even more like confirmed today. Remember when I was telling you about how more than anything, my like creating and like playtime has kind of been like my flow state habit has been
Yeah.
like the most like healing and like thing that's brought like the most fulfillment to my life versus like anything like any other like self-improvement or like spiritual practice, right? And yesterday I was kind of thinking, I was like, I think it's just because my creation is devotion. It's like creation is my form of devotion. Wisdom, seeking learning, right? Understanding God, understanding the divine, and then serving others is my form of devotion, right? And so it's like, although I love prayer, although I love like being connected to nature and like have like these other practices that I like certainly love and that definitely like resonate with me, it's like
Hmm.
more than anything, I get the most amount of fulfillment and like feeling resonant in my being and like fulfilled in my life
Yes.
from the things that I already do. You know what I mean? From the creating itself, from the giving itself, from the learning itself. And I was just like, huh, okay.
You've grown in the force, JC Dubs.
I was like, that's pretty cool. I was
That's
like,
practicing
let's
love
just double down on that. You
to
know what I
to
mean?
people, yourself, our creator,
Exactly,
like the
bro.
experience of life.
Exactly. And then today, I kind of just got like reassurance on that with this
Yo, yo, yo,
movie, and I
yo.
was just like,
Hold up, cook on
perfect, bro.
this. So like the
What?
correlation um of like flow state is like a like I guess a one of the vehicles of love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so is like actual like intimate connection. And
Yeah.
both occurrences, time flies out the window, just like you were talking about with like the like
Yeah. Return to eternity.
yeah, eternity, but like the eternity if it's just this night from that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feels like
Forever if
forever,
it's
even
just
if
yeah, yeah,
forever's
yeah, yeah,
tonight.
that.
Yeah. It's eternity for but a moment. But the thing is, like, that's where eternity is.
The force supersedes the physical plane, time, space.
Exactly.
Dang.
It's like like that, and that's exactly what like the esoteric implications of not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the future, yes, but don't be obsessive over it.
Hmm.
You can place yourself in the future or in the past. It's a powerful tool. Don't stay there because the present is where eternity is.
Yo, you know what I just thought of? I forgot
Wait, hold up,
which
hold
if
up.
it's
Let me
like
start a
the
new
eighth
meeting
or
real quick.
ninth movie. Dang.
Do you want to
Is
try to get
yeah,
on
it's
real quick?
Obi-Wan. He's meditating on the mountain
Uh-huh.
when he's like out like fighting somebody, bruh. But he's not actually there.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about? Like
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
cliffside? Yeah. That's the same as like entering past and future. But it leaves you like
Yeah, bro.
you ain't doing nothing like where you actually are.
That's funny. Yeah, I wanted to wrap up talking about these couple posts.
Say less.
On Subby Stack or a couple notes. Let me share my screen.
Posting on SS. Ooh.
All right, there we go. So, yeah, yesterday, right, I was telling you, I was talking about how creation is devotion. So I'd
Hmm.
seen this post and it said, for me, writing is self-care. It's a sacred ritual, a moment of devotion to myself, to honor my voice. That's what I'm here for. And I was really in this like mentality of like, yo, creation really is devotion, right? And so I said, creation is devotion. Devotion to yourself, devotion to your people, devotion to the divine. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. Nothing is more spiritual or healing than creating. Show up for your creations. And then today, I've seen this, and this is like just a synchronicity. And it said, work isn't separate from your spiritual practice. It is your spiritual practice. 1. Every act of creation is an act of faith. 2. Focused work is an act of meditation. 3. Servicing others is an act of servicing your purpose. 4. Every decision is an act of trust. Every decision made is an act of trust. 5. Excellence in details is an act of devotion. 6. Problem solving is an act of prayer. 7. Innovation is an act of inspiration. 8. Building your business is an act of building your faith. 9. Mastering your craft is an act of mastering yourself.
Lovely.
I have a Twitter post, or I had like a tweet from months ago that said that, in my opinion, business is like the best like vehicle for spiritual evolution.
Mm,
Might say art slash business. Not sure, honestly.
yeah.
Because business still might be more polarizing, honestly. Because the intent is help impact as many people as possible. Like inherently the intent and the lever behind business means that the more work you're doing in business, the more change you're creating in the world, and more likely than not, right? That's positive if you're a light worker, right? So it's like, in my opinion, business might still be the best, but it's like creating is most likely going to be like if you have a creator business, boom. You know what I mean? And for me, it's I've kind of had to come to this like put this realization into my awareness recently. But it's like yeah, Jay, it's like if you don't do meditation and like if I don't do these spiritual practices every day, it's not like I don't have devotions for God or like I don't like love myself or I'm not showing up for myself. No, it's not the case. It's just that the way I feel called to do that expresses
Yeah.
myself in this way, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's sick. Cool. So let's just keep doing that. And that's why I'm just like all in on like metaphysics and like creating. It's like the more people know about the nature of reality and the more people make stuff, the more their lives will be better. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's not something I believe, that's something I know. It's a
Mm-hmm. We both know
fact.
that. We
And
got
so it's
comments.
like exactly. And so it's like for me, like that's inherently like what I see as a part of my purpose.
Yeah.
Do I know it's my deepest purpose? No. But is it definitely an aspect of it? Absolutely. And
Yeah.
so that's what
One
I'm working
layer.
on actualizing. I mean, and that's why recently I've for my branding
The
branched
force
onto
takes many forms.
metaphysical teacher, creativity coach. Yes, sir. And on this channel, show you real quick. Oh, that's wrong. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Access denied.
Right?
Dang.
Nah, I got the switch this time.
Okay. Okay.
This is it. So
Say
my
less.
my bio says devoted student and teacher of the metaphysical philosophies and mystical arts. Join me as I discuss my stories and perspectives as I learn from spiritual texts, online mentors, and the greatest teacher of all, life. I got like the current text I'm going through, right? Tao Te Ching, Corpus Hermeticum, and Law of One. And then I have my little favorite teaching from Jesus here. Those who possess something will receive more, and those who have nothing will be deprived of the little or of even the little they have. Damn it, forgot a word. Anyways, that's from my master Jesus, the Gospel of Thomas. Focus on abundance, receive more. Focus on lack, create more. Focus
Mm.
amplifies. I mean, then we just got our
Oh,
little linky girls.
Voting.
Day one. Oh shit, I already got 2 views.
Sheesh.
Motherfucker.
Sheesh.
I'm up. Cool, yeah. Oh, let me change this right now, actually, before I forget about this. Hey, man, trolling me. Alright. Give me YouTube Studio.
Have you worked at have you had a day at work yet at Planet Fitness?
Now I'm going in tomorrow for my training
Oh, okay.
at 10. Yeah, what is going
What
on?
what will you be doing? Desk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm just gonna like,
Social
really just gonna be
building.
going in, boom. It's just like front work. I mean, front of the desk, just talking to people as they come in, as they leave. Um, turn the studio. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what I have to do. And then like, if anyone wants to sign up, stuff like that. I mean,
Gonna be chatting up all the baddies.
facts. Yo, it's two coworkers that I'm already like.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Yeah, I'm not
god.
gonna lie, Jake. I'm not
This
gonna
is
lie,
this.
bro. Like recently I've come to the like acceptance that although I'm not I'm not like against like having like a long-term relationship right now, but I'm not like really like very interested in like having something right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm not looking for that,
Hmm.
but I'm not closed off to it either. You know what I mean? And so it's like
Yeah.
if that's the case, then I still have to be like
You're still
open.
in your stride, but you
And at
still
the same
looking.
time, honestly, I want women in my life. That's something I want to cultivate. I want to cultivate that skill as well, of like being able to do that. I feel like having
Mm.
that skill like keeps you sharp as a man. You know what I mean? That's from like first man.
It's almost like an
Skill building.
instinct thing that's like you just
Honestly,
activate it for real.
yeah, right. So I've kind of just been in this like realization over the past like week. I'm like, yeah, honestly, I'm getting into this like social season where I not only want to like get better with like platonic, but also like romantic and like women relationship, like stuff with women. Even if it's like not like casual sex, but like even if it's more like casual dating, stuff like that. Then it's like I want to be more open to those experiences. You know what I mean? Because those are
Hmm.
things I want to do. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I went to a bar and did my first, had some legal day drinking for the first time. It was cool.
Really? How is it?
Yeah. I mean, it was like 4 p.m. So it was like literally,
Uh,
literally one person in there when I went in there,
it's
and
probably
then
still a
like
vibe for
two
real.
people.
A
It was
solitude
cool though. I
experience.
tried scotch for the first time. It was so cool, bro. It was actually really good.
Yo,
Um, but
I
yeah,
could
bro. I've
see
always
some.
I've always been like super into
Matter of fact.
like understand like knowing about alcohol and like stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like I enjoy like drinking. Like I don't really like being like I mean being drunk is like cool like here and there, but like I don't really like care for being like super drunk. But honestly, like
Yeah.
I enjoy, what I mean, like I enjoy getting tipsy. I enjoy a drink here and there. It's cool, you know what I mean. And at the same time, I actually like the experience of drinking itself, like a certain kinds of alcohol, is actually like a cool experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something that I've definitely been wanting to be more open to. Like that's something I've always wanted to be open to. And so I thought about that. I think this was on Tuesday or 2 days ago. What's today? I don't know. But this was 2 days ago I did this. And I was just like,
Tomorrow's
yeah, this seems
Tuesday.
fun. And I wanted to try to I wanted to try to get a girl's number on Tuesday, and that didn't happen. I I went to a, let me tell you, bro. I went
Oh
to
boy. Yo, let me tell you, bro.
Hold
I know it.
let
Mm-mm,
me
mm-mm.
let
I
me
know it.
do this real
Mm-mm.
quick. Um, even the little they have. There we go. All right, that's good. Let me turn this off. All right, so I wanted to go to this pizza shop, right?
Right, right,
Super
right.
good pizza spot. It's a New York style pizza shop. It's called Grandma's Pizza. Super bussin'. Right? There's this baddie, right, that worked there the last time I was there. But this was in the summer, right? And she was like super fine Hispanic girl with not blonde hair, red hair. Um,
Oh,
and she just like super cute accent too. And so I was thinking, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go over there. I'm about to cop some pizza and I'm about to rizz her flying ass up. Sober, say no more. So I go there, get in there. She's not there, right? I'm like, dang. right? So, right, exactly. But there's another cutie there, so I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we just, maybe we'll have some other options here, anyways. So, I order. Just wanted to get a little slice of white pizza. I love white pizza
Mhm.
so much. It's basically kind of just like pizza without tomato sauce. And you put ricotta cheese on it on top.
Yo,
Very
shoot.
tasty.
Hey, Arbitarian, man. You know I'm ready for that. That sounds dope.
I fucking love white pizza, bro. So I usually cop that when I go there. So I caught me a slice of that. Literally it's like $5. So and that's just like literally like this big, bro. It's like a huge slice.
Okay, you just like okay, you just mirrored out your shoulder ratio.
Bro, I kid you not. That thing is literally like that. Nah, it's not that big. It's like I'm telling you, like the crust is like a solid like 6, 7 inches long, bro. Exactly, bro. It's like, dude, like that's a slice. I mean, slice. It's a
I
solid
see what you mean.
slice.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
um, caught that. You know what I mean? Went to the table. That eventually came. And so the other girl that was there, right? I eventually tell her to come up, like I wanted to talk to her. And so I'm like, I asked her, I'm like, hey,
Are you
do you have a
spiritual?
coworker that I would never leave with that. I would never leave with that. Um, but I asked if she had a coworker that worked here, right, with red hair.
Redhead
And she was like, oh,
Latina.
a girl? And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And she was like, oh, no, she doesn't work here anymore. And I was like, dang. And I was like, I came here to ask her out.
Dang.
And she was like, ah, dang, but I think she has a boyfriend. I was like, ah, that's tough. Feels bad. Right, so all right, she went around her merry way, had finished my pizza. Then, the sweet tooth was kicking in, so I'm like, I'm about to kill some dessert, no cap. So I went to find their dessert menu, and they had some pistachio ricotta cake. And I was like, yo, this sounds quite intriguing. You know
That
what
is, yeah,
I
that intrigues me.
mean? So tried that. That shit was on the money. I ain't gonna lie, but that shit was hint. You know what I mean? Had that. After I finished that, or I think like towards the end of it, she was kind of like I was like at one of the booths, and then she was kind of like in the one in front of me because she was working on some stuff there. They had like some
Yeah, yeah,
stuff there.
yeah.
She was like organized and stuff like that. So she was kind of like in my
Okay.
vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
And so this time, right, I asked her to come over again. And so I'm like, all right, so the girl that I thought I came here for isn't available, but I think I really came here for you. So what's your name?
Yeah.
Right? And obviously she was flattered because I'm a Rizzler. But then she hit me with the have a boyfriend, and I was like, fuck, God, man.
Dang.
So I was like, dang, feels bad. But she did tell me her name, and she was like, yeah, so I'll be here anytime you come through. So I was like, oh, okay, hold up. Maybe you don't like that boyfriend so much. So that was that one. I'll tell you this. This is because this is the funniest end to the story. So
Oh,
that is the pizza shop. And I'm like, I'm sticking, right? Because I took a fat L. I'm like, dang, bro, I went in there and I ain't get no
a
number.
fat
Right?
L, but
I gotta recover this somehow. And I'm outside. I'm like, all right, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Eventually, I was like, yeah, I want to go hit a Bath and Body Works because I want to get a candle, right?
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll probably maybe I'll see a cutie in there,
Man,
right?
it's
It was
gonna
it was
be an
kind of late.
adventure, man.
It was kind of late, you know what I mean? At this point, it was like 6:37 p.m. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's dark.
So it's like, probably a dub, but maybe. So I go in there. Honestly, it was pretty slow. One of the, workers in there, she was cute, but honestly, she was just too short for me. I don't mess with girls that short, so that's a dub. I ain't gonna lie. Towards the end, yo, Patty walked in, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but she was with her mom and her sister, so I was like, fuck, man, these are skis,
Oh.
dog. So dumb, bro. So dumb. So I'm just like, I'm just taking L's today, bro. It is what it is. So I walk out of there. I'm like, all right, feels bad. So I'm like, I still got some bread to my name, bro. I'm still here. I'm at this like mini mall complex. I'm like, fuck it, the hell, Hobby Lobby, bro. Maybe I meet a little, cutie that likes art. You know what I mean? Those are my type of girls anyway. So I'm like, all right, Let's get it.
Yo,
Let's get it
DM
back
me
Hobby
on
Lobby. I mean, I'm about to
Substack.
bust this move. Nah, that's
That's
pure comedy, bro.
hilarious.
That is pure
Yeah,
comedy,
catch me on
bro.
Substack, shawty. I can teach
Nah,
you the
bro, that is
force.
gold. That is gold, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's so. I can teach you the force. Nah. Oh my gosh. So I go in there, right? And I
Want to
went in
read a
there because I wanted
poem?
to get. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like that one would work though. No cap. You know what I mean?
That's a freaking
Especially with
funnel,
the
dude.
right girls, bro.
It's a funnel,
It
bro.
really is. Like,
That's a
that really
funnel.
is a great funnel, bro. That is an excellent funnel. But I went into Hobby Lobby so I could cop some Mod Podge. It's like some glue, basically.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's kind of like a glue that you use. You can use it as glue, but you can also kind of use it as like a blender of sorts for like mixed media, paper stuff. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just a good like all-encompassing tool
Mm-hmm.
you know, to have. And so I wanted to go and cop some because I found that not having like a liquid glue, I have
Stick. Yeah.
stuff like this, but this is more like now this is like a craft glue. It is still like liquid,
Oh,
um, but it's not as it's not as watery. And
I
so
see.
when it sticks, it kind of
S-
it creates like that peeling up sense. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so that was kind of like fucking with me. Like that happened a bit on this one. You can't really it probably really doesn't come through on camera much, but it happens like at some of the seams, and it was just kind of throwing me off a bit in terms of it like coming up and stuff like that. And I also just knew that like the flexibility I could have with the Mod Podge was also just gonna be great. So I'm like, all right, let me go cop some of this because this will hopefully help me stop bullshitting, right?
Yeah.
So go in there with that intention. I'm like, okay, I want to get this, but I also want to get something that I can use as like another material that I can use like for my mixed media that can like give me something to build off of, right? And so I didn't really know what it was going to be. I was like, maybe something with paper, right? Something I can like be flexible with, something I can use to do a lot, a few different things. That was the idea. And so I'm kind of just at this point searching the craft section. I went in and I like immediately just asked somebody, oh shit, about where the Mod Podge was, and it was actually like basically right in the front of the building, which was great. And then the craft stuff is kind of like in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so I basically just went there, and I was basically just like going through all of it. And I just had the intention of like going through all of it and seeing if like anything like stuck to me.
Yeah.
Usually when I shop, I like to just go and like the first thing like with my intention, like if I'm going in with like an intention to like get markers, the first markers I like, I'm gonna just get them because I like to just trust like the first thing my intuition led me to.
Mm-hmm.
More often
Right.
than not, it's a satisfying answer. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like
Satisfying. Yeah.
I might as well just go with this rather than trying to start getting into logic and analysis, and then I'm starting to like
Yeah.
waste time
We
and
know how
then
those
I don't even
studies work.
know, and it's
We
like,
know
why
the
would I even
results
do
of
that?
that.
Exactly, bro. So it's like let's just yeah. So more often than not, I just go with my first decision. But right now I was going in with the intention to like explore and to like figure out
Yeah.
like let's see what's here. I kind of just wanted to explore the store as well. I never really explored Hobby Lobby. At the same time, I was looking for a cutie. I mean, I was I had two things in mind. You know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was on a hunt, and so. I'm there. I'm looking. I'm finding some stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe I can cop some. Like there's like cool like paper with like cool designs on it, you know what I mean? Where they like have like printed designs on it. You can get like a sheet of that for like 65 cents. So if I wanted to like, maybe like make strips of that or like make some stuff like origami stuff out of that. Could do some stuff with
Mm-hmm.
paper, I could do stuff like that. There was canvases there, like tiny canvases. I can make some, small paintings. And that was intriguing. There was like cardstock, so I can get like a ton of like colorful cardstock combinations. Cardstock kind of just like thicker paper.
Oh, okay.
Like a ton of that for a few bucks. So I was like, that's intriguing. Just a few things that are kind of just sticking out to me. Not necessarily like tools, like brushes or like gear necessarily, but more so things I can actually like build stuff with, like
Yeah.
make
The
stuff with.
base.
Exactly. Eventually, I was trying to, I was just going through and I was like, okay. I went through like the first like 4 or 5, and had like a couple things that like stuck out to me, but I was like, not really fucking with too much, so I'm just proceeding. And then eventually I hit like aisle 6 or 7, and I see a cutie. I'm like, oh, okay, hold up. I mean, so I go up to her, right, and she's like looking at like jewelry, like stuff for like bracelets and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, yo, we got to end, baby. You know what I mean? And so I asked her, I'm like, yo, do you like make bracelets? And she was like, "Oh no, I don't, make bracelets. But me and my friend, we just started like making charms and stuff, like phone charms." And she like pulled her phone out. She had this like little like cute bunny charm on like one of like the bracelets that she had like attached to her phone. And I was like, "Yo,
That's
that's so
dope.
cute, bro! Like this is so cool."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? And I was just getting like mad hype because I just love seeing creations. Um, and I feel like one that's like really when it comes to like building relationships with anybody, but especially like with women, like you have to build like even if you're trying to just like build like a casual relationship, or if you're just like the intention is to like go in and like get her number, you still want to like be in and like you want to go in as a human being. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Because women understand when you're being a monkey and when you're not.
Hmm.
They can like smell it on you.
Yeah, for real.
And so it's like having that like just genuine like curiosity and just like genuine like
It's pure.
interest, like the person, the conversation,
Hmm.
the interest. It's like having that like that's why like honestly when it comes to like trying to find somebody that you're interested in, like that's why I was going to places that I was interested in. It's like anybody that like is at one of these places at least has some bases that we can build off, like
Yeah,
shared
yeah, yeah.
interest, commonality. Like I said, I went in there, I was like, yo, might be a cutie that likes art in here. That's my kind of girl. Like I said, right?
Yep.
And so I talked to her, and she also had some bracelets on, and so I was like, "Yo, your bracelets are mad cute," and I had like a jacket on, so I pulled my jacket and I was like, "You want to see mine?" Right? So I showed her mine, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, those are like blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yo, you want to peep my the ones from yesterday? Oh, those shirts were so sick." So I pulled out my phone, right, and I showed her the ones from yesterday, my picture, and I was like, "Yo, I had the evil eye. That shit was so fire. It was like so sick." Right? And we were just there, like just sharing that excitement,
Vibing.
just that love for just creation and just
Hmm.
the expression of one another. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just like the purity and like the beauty in that moment itself
Yeah.
is just so awesome.
W interaction.
And so I asked her what her name was. Her name is Jenny. I'm like, yo, my name is Jaden, J and J. You know what I mean? So um I forgot. I asked her like a couple more questions, but then I asked her for her number. And she was about to go for it. She was like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." But then she's like, "Oh wait, hold up. How old are you?" And I was just like, "I'm 21." I was like, "Wait, hold up. Is she about to dub me because she's like too old or something?" And then she pulls out the "I'm 17." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you got that one. You're right."
You got that one. You right. Yeah. Bro, it's spooky sometimes, bro.
but but then she was just like, we just ended it. Lovely conversation. It was cool meeting you. Blah blah blah. Just went about our day. Like I said, bro, it was just like that conversation itself, like just the interaction, that was
Yeah.
so cool, and like that itself actually like sparked, um, like kind of like the new evolution for like my social challenge. I thought like I got to the point like shooting compliments, it was just too easy, and I was doing the things off the hit, I was nothing, and so now like after that, I was like, nah, the next tier is like genuine conversations, like even if it leads to nothing, just like the interaction itself, like
Well,
just the moment
the
shared itself
conversation
is
is the
so
thing. Yeah.
valuable. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Hmm.
like having that perspective of like that is the value, like the interaction itself is where the value is. Like
Yes.
that is what I should pursue. I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. Like, that sounds awesome. So like that's like this new social challenge that's been birthed out of that. So
That's dope,
it's
man.
awesome, bro. Yeah, bro.
Bro, you're gonna get, oh my gosh, bro. How would you have so many hours of that, bro? Just
Of what?
bam, bam, like at the desk job,
Oh,
bro. You're gonna be
oh
cooked.
yeah, bro. Oh yeah, it's gonna be yeah. I'm telling you,
Bro's
bro.
gonna like limp to his,
Telling you, bro.
bro's gonna limp out. Nice shirt. Uh, Too many compliments in one day. Never, never too many
No
compliments.
such thing.
Never,
That's too many
because you gain
compliments.
energy from it.
That's like saying there's too like I don't have enough love to give. There's always love to give. You know what I mean? That's it.
The force is limited. Wait, no, the force is unlimited.
It is. It is indeed. The force do be unlimited, bro. It's that simple.
W story.
Facts.
Bro, we went holy crap, man. Damn.
Yeah, fucking
Pizza shop
sheesh.
to wait. Pizza shop like church, then to Hobby Lobby. Or am I missing something?
It actually started. Did I start? Forgot. I think I left the house and went to the bar. Yeah.
Oh
I left
yeah,
the
the
house
bar.
around like 2,
Damn.
3 p.m. No,
Oh, that's connected.
the intention for the bar was actually to go there, check it out, see if it was cool, check out the prices, and then go to the pizza shop so I could ask the girl when she got off and take her back to the bar, bro. That was the vision, bro.
Positioning.
That was the vision, and then
Positioning.
they both fucking. I was like, fuck me, bro. It
How
feels
much was
bad.
the scotch? I'm curious. I don't
It
know
was
prices.
$11. Yeah,
I get it.
it was like
It's like
it was like
it's like yeah, it's
this
like a
big.
meal, but for yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
it's like it was a solid drink, bro. It's like honestly, like for somebody like I honestly just don't have a high tolerance, honestly. Um, but like for somebody that like doesn't like have a high tolerance, like that, like one drink is like, oh yeah, if you just had that like for your night, it'd be cool. Like if I had two of those, I'd be like chilling. Like I would be like I wouldn't be drunk. You got to get me at least like four drinks in me to start getting me drunk. But like once you get like two, three in me, I start like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Even but like just one is like enough for me to appreciate it and appreciate like the sense that it can give me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like really there like on like the like tipsy even with just
Yeah.
one. But yeah, like if I had like a second, like I was really thinking, I was like, bro, I'm telling you, the vision was like, yo, I'm gonna bring a girl back and I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna be lit off that. She's gonna have her one, and then I don't know what's gonna happen from there, but things are gonna go about their day.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So yeah, I went to the bar and then I left there, went to the pizza shop or the pizzeria. After that, I think I walked for a bit and then I went to Panera because I wanted to like use the bathroom there. And then while I was at Panera, that's when I was like, "Yo, fuck it, I'm not going out like this. I'm trying to get a girl's number." So I'm like, "All right, I'm about to go to Bed Bath and Beyond because it was close, and I also wanted the candle." So then I went there, and then after
Mm-hmm.
Bed Bath and Beyond, Hobby Lobby's basically right next to it. So I'm like, "All right, fuck it, I'm not going out like this. I'm going to Hobby Lobby." So I went there. Unfortunately, after Hobby Lobby, it was way too dark and it was cold. So I was like, "I'm getting my ass in the crib." So it was a Dunsville after that. But yep, that day was an adventure. You actually have I'm actually sticking that I didn't ask for the receipt for the from the pizzeria. I usually just don't get receipts because like receipts are L's. Like the shit on like what the receipts made of
Yes.
is like horrible for
Yes.
your skin.
Yes.
But
I'm glad you know.
because that day was just like so iconic as an adventure, like I got a receipt at the bar and I was like, yo, I should like do like something in my art journal for this, like as like a documentation. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I was kind of sticking that I didn't get the receipt from the pizzeria.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that kind of is like but I still have the timeline because I have the Bed Bath and Beyond one and the Hobby Lobby one. So I could just, write in between. Yeah, it'll still be cool. But I have that like here. I have like those receipts and like other stuff here. So I'm gonna do that. That'll be fun. And I'm gonna write about that in the art journal. That'll be cool, yeah. But yeah, just out here getting dubbed. It's all
W.
right. All L's lead to W's. Yeah, man.
Facts.
Oh yeah, we up. Ugh. All right, Brody. You wanna call it?
Yeah. W call. Probably like
Facts.
get back maybe like maybe Thursday, Friday. I don't know. I'll be solid.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, actually, wait, hold on. What is today? Actually, I don't know what today
Monday,
is.
bro.
Oh, it's Monday. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Let me make sure I know that. Yeah, yeah. Thursday or Friday would be cool. Hopefully, I can actually like get a day at Planet Fitness in by then, and I can tell you like a story
Yes.
from that. That'd be
Oh
cool.
gosh. I just got like I just got like a little. It's like one
Yeah.
page, and then meanwhile he comes back with a chapter. Holy crap!
That's so funny.
Uh,
Hype, bro. All right, G. I'm gonna catch you. See you later.
peace.